Hi, I am in beautiful Sarasota, Florida, working with the Stargate and the Atlantean Healing Temple. And I'm just amazed at the energies as they are coming in. They can be a bit brutal, so I'm not sure how everyone else is doing, but I'm noticing that the nervous system is on high alert. It is firing in many ways. I'm like feeling, even noticing like where the skin is a little sore because it's like the nerves are just pinging. I'm also noticing where it's difficult to stay grounded. And in some cases, it's like I'm struggling to keep my heart as open as I would like it to be. I'm also noticing that my mind is fast. It's not a monkey mind because the thoughts are productive, but it is spinning way too fast. And I said to my husband, I said, it almost reminds me of like this machine that is like high RPMs, and it can only be in the red for so long before it breaks down. And so then I sit with the thought of, what does that look like if my mind breaks down? And what's interesting is I'm left with this feeling of what'll be left behind is just me. So maybe there is a part here to where it has to go really, really fast so that you can really see how it operates, understand that it is like a machine, and maybe it needs to break down. So that's an interesting thought that I've been playing with. I have really noticed that when the mind starts going so fast, that I struggle to ground, and I also struggle to keep the heart open. So I was meditating today, and I said, guys, talking to my team, I'm like, I could use a little bit of help here. I'm finding that I'm not as grounded as I want to be. I'm definitely not, my heart chakra is not as open as I prefer it to be. And what they said to me was, you need to include yourself within the energies of your open heart. And I'm like, I don't understand. And so what they walked me through was connecting in with the solar plexus and really giving myself tons of love and compassion for this experience, for everything that we are going through, everything, this human has gone through, everything that we've agreed to do and have continued to agree to do. I mean, we're in it, and in many ways this is just the beginning. So lots and lots of love and compassion and respect for myself. And as I sat in those energies, I could feel my solar plexus was all warm and ooey gooey, and I was like, oh, this feels so good. Then they said, now breathe that up into your spinning heart chakra. And for me, I'm very visual. So I saw it as this gorgeous, glittery, yellow energy coming up into the heart chakra and spinning with that gorgeous pink of the heart chakra combined with the higher heart. For me, I see it as very pink. And as I did that, wow, it just expanded so much, more than I think it ever has before. And within that heart torus field, I found my grounding. And while the mind still wanted to spin, it definitely was not as loud. And everything in the body just calmed right down. So it's something that I'm definitely going to be playing with going forward. It's really the combining of the solar plexus with the heart and the higher heart to come into this place of stability in these energies. So it is going to be very interesting as we go forward. Like, what does this look like for us? What does this look like for our nervous system? Because I'm not sure about you all, but mine is firing really heavily to the point to where it was like I was starting to feel like almost the beginning of shingles. I got shingles after having COVID in 2020. And those symptoms are now my canary in the coal mine for when my system is just overloaded. And so I started noticing going back into that and was like, oh, this is bad. Like I need everything to calm down because shingles is no fun. So I, have been doing things like taking the ashwagandha, the theanine with Verlora, taking the Epsom salt baths, doing everything I can, really loving and holding the body and saying, it's okay, it's okay. But I realized when I was able to meditate today, combining the solar plexus with the heart chakra and coming into this beautiful alignment with a foundation, is the only way that I can really best describe it, within that my nervous system calmed. And it just feels to me like we're learning how to operate our bodies differently. We're learning how to be different, to handle these higher energies, and to stay open during them, instead of doing the duck and cover and shutting your system down, which we do. It's a defense mechanism, but it's no longer really working to do that. So I wanted to share that with you. If you are feeling the nervous system overload, if your mind is spinning and you're like, what is happening? I wanted to share with you the combining of the solar plexus energy with your heart chakra, to see if that helps you find the stable foundation within yourself as well. The energy here is really beautiful. The water is beautiful. It's hot, and the water is hot, but there is this really feminine, healing quality to it that I didn't notice last year. So I don't know if there's a change in the water or if there's a change in me. Who knows? And so I'm going to be continuing to work with the energies, doing a healing here on the 5th, on Saturday, for the Lion's Gate. So if you'd like to join in, please do. I think it's going to be quite powerful because that container has already been built, and whenever someone joins in, they're being included immediately, because the work that's being done is intensive, and I think that way it allows spirit to begin working already, and so that there's a little bit more ease and grace instead of it being just walloped on the day of. So I'd love for you to join me, and I hope that you get a lot out of it when you do. There's just so much happening energetically here, and I'm thrilled to be tapped into it, to be in it, instead of just connecting etherically, but like sitting in it, sitting under it, and in the water. So I hope everybody's doing great, and just know that we're in it. We are in it. And on one hand, it's really exciting, and on the other hand, it's a lot. And it's okay if you're not finding any joy in this time. That's okay. Just talk to yourself and be like, this is freaking hard. This is hard, and it's okay that I am not a happy camper right now. All right. So I hope you're doing great, and I hope to see you part of the Lionsgate Healing if you haven't already registered. And I'll talk to you soon.